Well, it's fair to say Rishi Sunak's government detect, I think, a sense of momentum behind them. Of course, you saw many, including some Conservative MPs, come out and back Sunak's agreement with the EU without even having gone through the detail. You could yet see the DUP and the ERG oppose it. But nevertheless, at the moment, the government seemingly keen to capitalise on what they clearly class as momentum behind Sunak's agenda. And when it comes to stopping the boats across from France, of course, lots of tough talk. Nothing has changed. In fact, actually in 2023, the rate of people crossing from France on small boats has actually increased compared to 2022. I think it's actually quite pitiful that nearly a year on now from the government's announcement about the Rwanda policy, still absolutely no sign of that policy happening. Of course, we saw the ECHR's intervention on that, and a Home Secretary in Suella Braverman who has said very clearly that we need to leave ECHR. Now, we've seen, as often happens, tough briefings about what the government may or perhaps will look at doing at some point in the future on the ECHR. But just to remind you, this is what the Prime Minister recently said explicitly in Parliament when it comes to ECHR membership.
I ask him about our membership of the ECHR, which plays such a central role to that agreement, and can he confirm that under his government we will not be leaving the ECHR?
Prime Minister.
Madam Deputy Speaker, the UK is and will remain a member of the ECHR. Today's agreement is about Belfast Good Friday Agreement. She was right to highlight it and restoring the balance in that agreement, and I'm pleased that the Windsor Framework restores that balance, and I thank her for her support.
So on the back of that now, we've got this big front page, talking tough. Again, the Mail on Sunday here. Rishi Sunak, make no mistake, I'll deport Channel migrants. That the illegal migration bill that's going to be put forward next week by the Prime Minister and by Home Secretary Suella Braverman to deliver on this pledge that we've seen from Sunak, quoted by the Mail on Sunday there as saying, make no mistake, if you come here illegally, you will not be allowed to stay. And you see the quote, the full quote, since becoming PM, Sunak says he's made the issue of illegal migration one of his top priorities, pledging to stop the boats. And he says that illegal migration is not fair on British taxpayers, it is not fair on those who come here legally, and it is not right that criminal gangs should be allowed to continue their immoral trade. He says he's determined to deliver on his promise to stop the boats. And make no mistake, if you come here illegally, you will not be allowed to stay. So first of all, in the comments below, let me know if you take that pledge from Sunak seriously. Do you actually think he's going to deliver on it or not? Because, as I said, we've had plenty of tough talk and speeches, haven't we? And in fact, the crisis has got even worse now over a number of years. Something also to consider is that in the Sunday Times story today, in terms of what this is actually going to look like, under this government plan, apparently suggesting that the first deportation flights to Rwanda still not to take place before December. Again, a policy that was announced back in April of last year, and that the most likely outcome apparently is that there could be the first flights in March of 2024. The reality that the PM has said he's not contemplating leaving ECHR, even though his Home Secretary has said very clearly that's what the UK needs to do. And the fact that you're going to have Reform UK, of course, standing candidates across the country in basically every constituency on a platform of advocating leaving the ECHR to stop the boats. So the fact is, all this tough talk and this new bill, if it doesn't deliver, if it doesn't stop the boats, then this could backfire on Rishi Sunak, on the Conservative government quite dramatically. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Do you have faith in this government to finally stop the boats crossing from France or not? As ever, I will keep bringing you all the very latest on this and more, so please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.